Racism has nothing to do with power. Racism has everything to do with power. Wrong. The dictionary says racism is prejudice against a person or group of people based on their membership in a particular racial group, typically a minority or one that's marginalized. Doesn't say anything about power. Well, hey, while you got your phone open there, why don't you look up the definition of marginalized? You're grasping at straws. Marginalized means relegated to an unimportant or powerless position within a society or group. There it is. That's the new definition. The old definition didn't say anything about power. The definition of apples doesn't say they're edible. Because it's obvious, the definition doesn't need to say it. Power is such an obvious part of racism that the definition didn't need to say it until racist white people started using it to gaslight their victims. Do you have any historical evidence of this at all? The term reverse racism to describe racial animus with a reversed power dynamic has been in the American lexicon since the 1970s. Reverse racism isn't a thing. If by not a thing you mean racism with an inverted power dynamic is nonsense, then yes. If you mean white people haven't been using the term reverse racism for generations to play victim like you're doing now, you're wrong. Anyone can be racist to anyone. Anyone can be prejudiced against anyone. Prejudice against marginalized groups is a different thing entirely. That's why there's a different word for it. Just because they're two very different things doesn't mean there should be two different words for them. No, that's actually why we have different words to refer to different things. What's wrong with just calling prejudice against white people prejudice? Because racism is worse than prejudice. Prejudice is worse if you're part of a marginalized group. But people of color get to call white people racist. Because in America today, people of color are marginalized relative to white people. I don't care. People of color calling me racist are the real racists. Not according to the dictionary. Whatever, you're just arguing semantics. Racist white people are trying right now to erase the difference between racism and prejudice so that they can gaslight their victims. If that's a semantic argument, okay.